Welcome back to the channel. This is Melanicola. Please subscribe. So today I am working with some denim fabric scraps which I have in my house. So this is me just emptying all the scraps out to see what I'm working with and what I kind of want to create today. But as it's summertime, I'm probably leaning towards making a denim skirt with these scraps. So now I'm just measuring myself, as I'm going to have to make a pattern from scratch. So I needed like basic measurements such as waist, hips and the length and stuff. I'm writing that down in my notepad, so when I take it to my pattern paper I can draw out a pattern based on my measurements so it fits me perfectly. And no one tells you this, guys, but sewing is a lot of maths and calculations and dividing and timesing. It's a lot, so make sure you have a basic understanding of maths in order if you want to get into sewing anytime soon. So this is me just cutting out the front of the pattern and using the information from the front of the pattern to do the back of the pattern, and obviously considering the length to be a bit longer as I got a little bully in the back, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just drawing out that pattern again. Yeah, but I was in two minds with this. I wanted to have like a slight V, inverted V at the front so it comes up a bit shorter, but because it was already patchwork as well, I feel like I didn't want too much going on. So in the end I just made the hem just straight across at the bottom. So at the moment this is me cutting out all the fabric scraps I want to use. I saw this technique where instead of inserting a zipper, you just use a zipper from a pair of old denim jeans. So that's what I've kind of cut out there, and then I'm just adding all the pieces and playing around with it until I come up with something what I really like and stuff. Oh, fun fact by the way, indigo blue denim was popularized by black people because basically cotton wasn't considered like a luxury material, so we used to dye it indigo blue, and that's what slaves used to wear like as their clothes. So it's crazy how like that's black history right there, but it's not really known. I found it out the other day. Yeah, do your own research on it, but I found it out. I was like, wow, maybe that's why I'm always so drawn to using denim. But anyways, back to the video. As you can see, I'm just adding on different patches of denim. I feel like, yeah, I wanted to have it like a mixture of different shades of denim, hence why I'm adding on the light pieces and whatever. So now I'm just cutting out the scraps, well, the patches of denim I've added together to make the front panel, and now I'm working on the back panel. There was certain features I wanted to have. For example, I knew that I wanted this denim jacket waistband to be the top of the skirt because of the straight line, so I wouldn't have to hem the top. And then I'm just kind of playing around, figuring out how I want to do the back. And yeah, that's it really. I saw that there was like, I unpicked this pocket from these pairs of jeans and it left like that beautiful stain, so I wanted to incorporate that and then add on a real pocket on top of that and kind of play around with the shadows and stuff. And this is me just playing around with the raw edges and how I want to like kind of put it all together. But yeah, this takes a while. Like I feel like patchwork is easy, but it's hard because I want all my patches to be very intentional with what I'm doing, and also you have to sew it all together in a way that makes sense and it's fun and it's playful. So that's why in this video you can't really see me sewing as much, because it's more about the position and how all the different pieces of denim like play into one another. So yeah, even going back and forth between the sewing machine, like sewing stuff down, then adding another piece to it and then sewing that down, and back and forth and back and forth. So yeah, at the moment this is just me sewing some of the denim pieces together and even using like other features of the denim which are already there. For example, like the cuffed hem, adding that on as it is so it has an interesting like feature to it. And at the moment in this clip you can see that I'm cutting out the back of the skirt, which was quite tedious. And then I added on the pocket and then the Diesel Industry logo at the back because I did use diesel jeans to create this look. Like the pocket is diesel, other scraps are part of the skirt is diesel, so I thought it would be cute to add the diesel logo at the back. Yeah, shout out to my stepdad for letting me destroy his old jeans. So that's me just sewing on the logo, which is kind of tedious because you have to get it in the holes so it all lines up. And then now it's me just clipping together the two sides of the skirt and sewing that down. But as I'm sewing through multiple layers of fabric, and denim is usually like a medium weight fabric, it was quite tedious in some places because I'm sewing through multiple layers of denim. And then one of the final things I had to do was just overlock the bottom of the skirt, which you can see me doing in this clip. However, as I said in the beginning, I decided to change the bottom of the skirt, so instead of it having like a slight curve and stuff, I just left it as straight, because as I said, the actual skirt is made out of patchwork denim, so I didn't want to complicate it more by having an intricate pattern and silhouette going on when the textures and the different pieces of denim are kind of enough really in my eyes. So now this is me just clipping the hem in place and then just hemming down that so the bottom of the skirt is just a clean finish from everything. And this is the end result. So as you can see, you've got the diesel industry on the back with the pocket, and then you've got it completed. So this is me just trying it on. That's the front. The pockets are functional, and I wanted to make it just interesting and cool and quirky. As you can see, the pocket detailing on the back. And yeah, that's been it. Thank you.